What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and EA actually did something very, very good right now for Terrell Owens. Now, if you guys go back and you look at Twitter threads, you may find that there was a lot of it was controversy surrounding Terrell Owens in EA Sports. A lot of things that he said in the past. I don't know, pretty much what really transpired between the two, but ultimately he was chosen as like a legend version of the game last year, like a limited time version of Madden 19, if you guys remember that, like it was a different cover or whatever, but they never really gave him his due in the game. For those of you guys that were watching my video since 19, you would have known that like his speed was off, everything about his stats was just straight garbage, and they really, I don't know what they were trying to actually do for him, but it didn't really work out for us as Madden players because T.O. was a very, very dynamic receiver, as we all know. When you speak of him, most people are going to put him in the top three: Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, Terrell Owens. However you guys want to put the order, that's fine. But again, he was a top-tier receiver. We didn't get that feeling in 19. That's about to change in 20. I'm going to point out some things right now that's going to really, really help you guys see what I'm talking about. Depending on how, the price range goes for him, we could probably get him as an upgrade. But let me just explain something, right? With the way that everything has been going, the new Madden 10 player obviously is Julius Peppers. If you guys have not completed his solo, I don't think I completed his solo yet either. I could probably do it during this video and see what's going on with it. But I wanted to show you guys exactly what my thought process is. Many of you guys are doing theme teams. I saw a lot of you guys tweet at me like, yo, Gmi, I'm doing this Dallas Cowboys theme team. I'm doing a 49ers theme team. Beautiful thing, guys. I love that because you guys are taking advantage of the speed thresholds. You're going to get those +2 speeds going, and you're going to be out there dominating. Even though this game is primarily run-based, when you're able to lock down the run, people have to pass. And what happens with the pass game is they're going to throw you a pick. Because most people right now, this is the way the mind works. I'm going to tell you pretty much how the mind works, right? We want to win in the simplest way possible. So if we can win by running the ball and we have decent stick, it's going to be fine. My issue is this, right? You can run around holding the, whatever, the R1 button, the R1 button for the PS4, like just covering up the ball and you can't fumble, stuff like that. To me, that's kind of ridiculous, but whatever, it is what it is, right? Because you run with the same speed. The problem is, for many of you guys that are asking for that to be patched, if they patch that, that's going to create another thing that's going to cause problems. So I would rather them run around with the same speed, covering the ball up, whatever, because eventually they're going to fumble. Like, the thing that's weird about this game is, if you guys think that you can just run around doing whatever you want, EA has a way of letting everybody know, yo, nah, you can't do that. And, even though some people haven't seen the actual fumble animation when you're, covering up the ball, I'm pretty sure that something's going to happen along the way of tuning. I just don't want them to patch it because, like I said, so many different things happen based off patches, and it kind of makes the game a little bit more. It's harder to play the game when people patch, when they patch the game and something else is developed. But again, I understand where you guys are with it, but with the pass game, there are people that still pass the ball. And the reason that I point that out is because Tyreek Hill is 5'10". Obviously, T.O. is 6'3", right? T.O. is going to be powered up to a 90 speed. His original card is a 91, has 89 speed. But the numbers I'm going to give you is off the base card. Just add +1 in your head to what I'm saying. So his base 91 overall card is going to be 89 speed, which obviously goes to 90. Jumping 91, catching is 88, catching traffic 90, spectacular catch 88, 86 short route run, 84 medium route run, 84 deep route run. Okay, those are T.O.'s numbers. Now in this game, he's going to play a lot differently. Now, granted, many of you guys are going to say, but yeah, Gmia, even if you throw the ball deep to these guys, there's animations where guys are going to be able to track him down. He starts jogging at the end of it when you throw it over the top. Those are animations that you guys are going to have to deal with. To be honest, they've removed a lot of the other animations that used to make my butt cheeks just start shaking for no reason. I was like, yo, why is this happening? I didn't know what was going on. I thought I was Nicki Minaj. But they've taken a lot of that stuff out of the game. Okay, so with the way the game actually plays right now, T.O. is actually going to be a formidable receiver. So it might be time for us to get rid of Tyreek Hill. Obviously, he's injured, and we don't know when he's coming back, and all that kind of stuff is going on. But remember, I used a power-up pass on this guy and made like 150 or something like that for his card when that time was. I would kind of encourage you guys to understand that because Terrell Owens is going to have a 90 speed when he's powered up, that you might want to get rid of other cards with those speeds, because it's gonna kind of cost you, especially for those of you guys that have theme teams. You could probably get them up to like a 94 speed with the what is that, the brawler or something like that they have on the cards that you can, you know, add to like 10 players. Well, 30 players gets you the +2, but I believe that let me go. We'll just actually take a look at it because I keep confusing the brawler, the bruiser, all these X Factor abilities. So it's brawler. All right. So people that already have done this with 30 players, yes, you have to put this on individual players each. Like you got to have at least 30 players on your team to get the +2 speed. You could actually get them with your theme team up to like a 94 speed in TO. So, you know, there's a lot of different things that you can do speed-wise, and obviously because of his deep threat, you're going to be able to get a lot of different abilities. But I would just put double me on him and just let TO run wild and then just throw it up to him in coverage once he gets activated. But those are just some of the things that I wanted to point out because I probably, you know what I'm saying, like Tyreek Hill may have to go. Like seriously, he's probably gonna have to leave the building. I'm really waiting for that Randy Moss, and that's my primary concern right now. For those of you guys that are wondering why I'm not doing anything as far as receivers go, that's probably where I'm headed. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something that I really need to make sure that I get done. So as we go forward, I'm going to give you guys more and more insight into that because I believe that that's very necessary for us to get to the next level. We got to pick the right players because many of you guys that are, you know, that are losing games, what happens is this, right? You guys are going after the game the wrong way. I told you guys, like in one of my most recent videos, I told you, I'm like, you got to focus on running the ball. Many of you guys watch me play live on Twitch. I do live streams here on YouTube as well. I'm going to have to, you know, jump into another live stream. It's probably going to be tomorrow morning, more than likely for my members, like the day of football, like to just get everybody up and ready to go, probably before football. But you guys see the way that I utilize the run game. The reason that I utilize the run game the way that I do is primarily because that's what the game has become. So if that's what you guys need to do and you still want to pass the ball and, you know, you see the way the game is designed right now because with the most recent title update, the zones play a lot glitchier. Okay, so with that being said, you're going to have to be very careful with the way that you actually, you know, throw the ball every snap. It's just so much easier to get a team together and run the ball. Now, like I was stating to you guys before, it's a it's a double-edged sword. Because if you run the ball all the time, you run into somebody like myself that has good run defense, you're going to have issues because there are certain plays in the game that really lock up the run. Like that's just pure honesty. Like you can really lock the run up in this game. Why is, bro, he just threw, okay, bro, you know what I like about Aaron Rodgers though? I actually led past that for the pick. Like, like it's just really weird because that guy, Bradbury, is terrible, but it's on the hardest level, so you're gonna, you know, pretty much they'll give him that. But it's all good. Like, let's, okay, who's that? That's Julius Peppers? Like, they're not gonna block me with this whole Julius Peppers thing, bro. They're not about to block me with this Julius Peppers thing, though. Like, seriously, like, bro, they got him already ready to go. I gotta look at his thing, though, but I gotta wait and see. Like, is he really worth it, though? I don't know. But look, okay, he was still back there not doing anything though. You saw what Julius Peppers was doing? Like he got caught up right there. Like I understand a lot of you guys with the frustration about it, but like we're gonna have to figure this out. Why? Okay, he moved back. Let me see what Jalen Ramsey does. Okay, so he floats over. Okay, that's pick. All right, good job. Run it back for 6 too. Run it back for 6. Okay, you about to get juke. All right, we good. All right, yeah, get into the end zone. So primarily speaking, right, when we get TO, I think that TO will probably have decent enough run blocking stats for most of us to stop using a tight end in certain formations like I-tight, which is a very popular formation in Madden 20. If we can have a wide receiver threat, that'll probably be a lot more huge in the run game, right? But let's point out something else as well. I use fullbacks instead of the tight ends, and that limits what I can do. What I'm trying to figure out is this, right? How I can keep tight ends with good run block like Kittle and, you know, what's the name? Is it Delanie Walker? Yeah, Delanie Walker. I want to keep those guys in play, but it's very difficult with the way the game works, if that makes any sense to you guys. Because, you know, these guys don't really block like the fullbacks, and the fullbacks are like animals, bro. The fullbacks really put in a lot of work, so those are just some, oh, okay, good play. The fullbacks really work to get those blocking, you know, get the blocking downfield. Sherman and these guys, Ricard, like they're really good with it. So it kind of, Bro, wow, okay, that's what he's not getting sacked on that. Oh, wow. Yeah, let me pick the ball up. Okay, pick the ball. Let's go. So, just so that I keep it like 100 with you guys, we got to be very, very careful with the way that we assign, the way we run the ball. Let me give you guys an example, right? For those of you guys that are always, you guys enjoy the examples. You see the way I have George Kittle here, and I have Torrey Holt. Okay, wait a minute. No, I don't want to use I close as the example. We can use I tight. All right, like these tight ends, right? If I put Ricard and I put Sherman here, the situation is a lot of us are running around and we'll put like George Kittle here at the wide receiver position, right? And then we'll run stretch. This is just an example of what even a lot of the pro players are doing, right? You can flip the play motion and whatever like that, but you get so much better blocking with the fullbacks there. You see what I'm saying? Like the fullbacks actually block people, and it makes it easier for you to do whatever you want. Now look, Terrell Owens should have decent run block because he was a very, very good run blocking wide receiver. So that might be something that you guys can utilize in the run game. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's something to where I feel we may have to go after Terrell Owens. I just have to see the rest of his stats once he's released, and I'll let you guys know. But having 90 speed, that threat is going to be very, very important because obviously play action will come into play. And then you'll streak them because what happens is everybody starts to run blitz or you play man. You see what I'm saying? You got to play man because the run game gets so vicious that you have to be able to do something about it. So sometimes you'll play man, you'll bring everybody up to the line, and then it's time to rock and roll. Now you got to make a play. You know what I'm saying? So those things really influence, typically what's going to happen in the game. So we're going to have to figure it out. But I really do think, okay, bro, why is this guy still running the ball on me? The computer, like, why are they doing this right now? Bro, let us get this sack real quick. Like, CPU, stop playing with me. Like, I just want my sack. Okay, did he move back? Move back a little bit. Yeah, I think he's good. Is he going to get burnt deep for 6? Probably. Oh, he still got it off? He still got it off? Okay, man. Bro, if that's what, hold on, what is that, 5 or 6? If he just got that ball off, like, okay, man, you got it. You got it. Okay, where's that? Okay, he came down a little bit. Okay, he went inside, though. Okay, did he get pressed? All right, good. All right, that's really Cam Newton. That's exactly how Cam Newton plays. You guys remember in the most recent game, the dude just threw the ball right out of bounds? Like, bro, Greg Olsen was running wide open on out routes, and Cam Newton was trying to hit the hot dog guy in the eye socket. Like, okay. But anyway, like I was saying, that's pretty much like an example of what we'll be able to change. So that 90 speed, it means a lot in that formation. Okay, so look, now that I just showed it to you that way, this is what you could probably do with T.O. Let's say, for instance, we're going to put Torrey Holt there, right? Even though Torrey Holt doesn't really have good run block or whatever, and we're going to have him there. My issue is I would want to keep my tight ends here, but they don't block the same way. Now, let's think about it like this. We'll come out in like a run play, right? This is what we're going to be eating with. And then looking at that right there, the way that it is, it looks like it might be man coverage because of the way it's set up. Well, it could be cover 3. You see the safety over the top there, but it's one-on-one on that side. Everybody that runs the ball every single snap, we know our fullbacks can't run those routes, so we want the tight ends there. But look, peep this, right? You see how he's running right there? If we can lob that and get it out in front without the CPU cheating me and doing all that stuff, that would be something that would help us with Terrell Owens there. Yeah, it was cover 3 like I thought the way it was set up. So the way that would work is you would be able to make different reads because your tight ends will be able to run these, these out routes and these posts and stuff like that a lot better than the fullbacks. And then as long as you got a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers that could like lead pass like that, you're going to be able to eat uncontrollably. So that's pretty much what I'm looking to do with Terrell Owens. For all of you guys that were asking, and many of you guys were like, yo, can you show us the example in the videos of what you're trying to run? That's pretty much what it is. That is very, very difficult to stop when you play somebody that's focused on stopping the run, okay? The play action is going to kill them. And to be honest, Aaron Rodgers, like, I don't really care about escape artists anymore simply because I have a quarterback that I can lead pass with and he gets the ball right where I want it because those kind of throws look easy, but they're not. Depending on the quarterback that you have, he would have threw that right to the safety. Like, if I still had the Lamar Jackson, he would have threw that ball right to the safety. Steve Young is throwing the ball right to the safety. They can't really lead pass. I think it's something about the fact that they get escape artists. EA doesn't want you guys to get everything. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much that's what they do. But in all honesty, we're gonna have to pretty much. I don't know. We're probably gonna test T.O. out depending on the price. Now he's gonna start off probably more expensive than he needs to be. Let me just point that out. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are going to go insane. Obviously, we're not spending more than a certain amount for him, so that's not going to work out. But ultimately, he's probably going to be very, very expensive. I will, you know, tweet out to you guys what's going on with it, and we'll figure it out together, like where we're going to go. But if he's way too expensive, GmiasWorld fam, we ain't doing it. We got to wait maybe like 300, 400K, bro. Like, we're not trying to overspend, because remember, Randy Moss is on the horizon. You know, and that's a player that we're all going to be using. You know what I'm saying? We're all going to probably have Randy Moss, regardless of his run block, regardless of anything. It's Randy Moss, and we're going to try to make sure that he does whatever he wants. I think EA is probably delaying it because once he's released, 6'4" with like 94, 95 speed, this game is broken. Because most of the corners, nobody has that speed. The smarter thing that they could probably do is release Deion Sanders prior to that, because other than that, it's going to be a major issue. But we'll wait to get to that point and see what's happening. But I wanted to make sure that you guys were aware of what my thought process was going into it, so that we could all move together. Because TO can really, really cause havoc, you know, regardless of who you're playing. So, you know, I'm going to leave you guys with that. Let me know if you're interested in getting the TO. What are your plans with it? Let me know what kind of theme team you guys got. You got 49ers, you got Cowboys. What do you guys got? Let me know all that information, and then we can pretty much, you know, go from there. All right, guys? I want to thank you guys and girls for watching. Be sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love.